Hi there, I'm just going to run you through 5 quick things that you can check if you're building. This relates to either building your own home or whether you're undertaking a development project. Check these things or it could cost you thousands. First one is zoning. So you want to make sure that the property is zoned suitably for what you're trying to do. You also want to check that if you're building a family home, for example, you might want to check that there aren't going to be units built next door to you or townhouses, for example. Contours. Contours relates to the fall of the land. Does it slope toward the road or away from the road? Or maybe it has a side-to-side slope. Either way, the more slope, the more expensive it's going to be to build on the land. The expense really comes from retaining walls and cut and fill of the property. This can cost you from tens of thousands, could be 100,000 on a really steep site. So watch out for contours. Next one, flooding. Probably seems pretty obvious, but there are a few different types of flooding that you need to check for. One is creek flooding, river flooding, and then there's what they call overland flow. You can build on some of these flood areas. It will depend on the extent of the flood though. It may affect your design as well, so it means you have to lift your property up off the ground. You might not get the outcome that you want, which could be a level flat backyard. Your kitchen, living, dining connected to the backyard. You may have to be up off a deck, drop down a few steps. That will affect your sale price if you're doing a development. Next one, dial before you dig. Dial before you dig. What I'm referring to there is checking for underground pipes, sewer, stormwater and water pipes. So really, probably sewer's the main one you really want to be checking for here. Sewer pipes often run through properties. You can build over them, adds a little bit of cost. Usually it's not too prohibitive. Manholes is the one that can add a real decent amount of cost and cause a little bit of pain. So understand if there are many manholes on the site. Fifth one, dimensions. What is the frontage? What is the depth of the property? That's going to affect your design. It will definitely affect you if you're trying to subdivide a property. Some people get caught out looking at, say, 800 square metre blocks with an 18 metre frontage. That may not get approved with council these days, so you really need to check the dimensions.